Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a stock named Vinny Overseas, which is pricing below 5 rupees. The market cap of stock is 102 crore. So the stock is a nano cap share, which is heavy movement, which is seen to be having a good movement than other peers in mid cap or small caps or a large cap stocks. So the Vinny Overseas is a nano cap stock. The PE of stock is 24, which is good if we look at the ROCE, which is around 10.5, and ROE of 9. So the company having pricing of 5 rupees or below than that is having an ROCE or ROE positive, and it is inching towards 10%, which is a good number. And the current pricing, as we all know, that it is around 4.40. So if we look at the business overview, so the company is incorporated in 1992. Company is doing processing of fabrics on job basis, and the fabrics are manufactured on job basis for export at domestic market. So company is having export as well in the countries like Dubai, USA, China as well. Now we look at the revenue breakup. So the company is doing a sale of manufactured product, which is having 65% of segment sales. On the other hand, processing job charges is around 28% of the total revenue. If we look at the pricing pattern, so the company is having pricing pattern in last 1 year with a stagnant, or I would say no, not much movement. It is between 5.5 to 4 rupees. If we look at the pricing of 3 years, so the company hit its highest at 15.25 in 24 February 23. But the company is in last 1 year, the price movement is not much. So if we look at the pros and cons, so the cons are like a company is trading 3.43 times of its book values for the company like this. For the company like this, the book value is not much, obviously, because the stock is very small, and the uh, this is not having that delivering not much sales and profitability as we compare it with the mid cap stock or large cap stock. So the book value is always at uh, more than the stock is all pricing more than the book value. If we look at the sales growth, so the sales growth is 4.5% negative if we look at in past 5 years. So it is also sales is, we can say, flat. Now, if we look at the median PE, so it is around 23.47, and obviously the company is also having a PE of 24. So it is not much difference if we look at the quarterly results. So the quarterly results are like in December 23, the sales is around 26 crore, and the operating profit margin is in 9% with 2.36 crores of profitability. If we look at the net profit in December quarter is 1.10 crore and EPS of 0.05. If we look at the TTM of the March 23 results, so the sales is 105 crore with operating profit of 8 crore rupees and operating profit margin of 8%. Now, if we look at the net profit of March 23, which is around 2 crores, but in last 12 months, it is said to be around 4 crores. So the profitability jump is around 100%. And this would be a good indicator because the EPS in March 23 is around 0.10 rupees per share, but which is now inching towards 0.20 EPS per share. If we look at the compounded sales growth in last 10 years, so it is around 7%. On the other hand, if we look at the compounded profit growth in last 10 years, so it is around 10%. And stock price is having not much movement. In last 5 years, companies having stock price movement of 23%. So if we look at the balance sheet of the company, so in balance sheet, we look at the reserves and equity share. In reserves, if we look at March 21, so the reserves is stood at 21 crore rupees, uh, but and 16 crore rupees. But in March 23, the reserve is reduced to 5 crore rupees. So it is not any loss or something. It is only this that the amount of reserve of more than 12 to 15 crore rupees is attributed towards equity shares because the company has issued bonus shares. So the equity shares come from 9 crore to 23 crore rupees. On the other hand, being that is being issued from the reserves which company is having in its reserve and surplus. If we look at the borrowings, so the long-term borrowings are 10.61 crores, 14.59 crores, but it is reducing year by year and comes down to 6.03%. So the long-term borrowings are very less if we look at past 5 years data at the lowest point, so which is very good number, and which shows the company's management dedication or commitment towards its sustainability. And now we look at the short-term borrowings. So short-term borrowings is on an average 10 crore rupees, which is always needed to fund your inventories and receivables. If we look at the fixed assets, so the fixed assets is around 25 crore rupees. On the other, where majority more than 90% is goes towards plant and machinery. So we can say the company is heavily dependent on manufacturing, as we all know that manufacturing needs and plant and machinery. So 23.30% shows that company is purely a manufacturing company. If we look at the inventory, so inventory is obviously 8 to 9 crore rupees, which is a good. If we look at the past 5 years inventory, so it is half than inventory which a company used to have in last 5 years. So it is a good number. It means that the company having good sales, or it can be sometimes bad as well, but the sales at the company which is good, sharing to which the company is showing us, it means that the same amount of sale is having with a half amount of inventory. So the company is having good inventory turnover ratio if we compare it with the past years. Now if we look at the operating activity, so it is very important to look the operating and in particular cash from operating activity, because a company like nanocap with less than 1000 crore of market cap, people used to always see that whether the numbers shown by company is superficial or actual the company is get delivering that returns. So if we look at the operating activity, so company is having operating net surplus in cash flow from operating activities of 5 crore rupees. So it shows that not only company is showing profit, but company is receiving cash as well as from the profitability, which is a good number. If you look at the investing activity, cash from investing activity, it is around 7 crores in March 23. So it is negative 7 crore. It means the company is investing in fixed assets. If a company is investing in fixed assets, which means company is improving its operating capacity, which eventually result in the company sales as well and profitability as well. So in long term, the company is showing a good prospects. Obviously, for that, company have to finance it, and that is the reason why the company is having 2 crore as a cash from financing activity by way of borrowings. Now the share of promoters, the promoters are having around 71.72% of shares, and in last 4 years the promoters shareholdings does not even change, and promoters are having so much amount of stake by themselves, which shows that the promoter are too much the promoters are having confidence in the company, and they are dedicated towards the growth and the profitability. That's why they retain their stake to this much extent. So the highest ceiling limit is 75%, which a promoter can hold, and they are holding 72%, means they are at the upper ceiling limit. So which is a good indicator that promote if the promoter is having confidence in their company. So the it shows confidence to the retail investors and the other investors that we should also invest in penny stock like this, having pricing below 5 rupees with a good promoter holding and profitable and good PE ratio and sustainability because of the capacity enhancement and all those things. And now the government of India has also taken initiatives to boost the textile sector. So this will be a good stock in future if the management goes well and everything goes well. Please note that this is an educational video. This is not, I'm not providing any portfolio services, and always ask to your financial advisor before investing into stock markets. I hope you all enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.